Welcome to MCTV. Now guys, I am going to do something completely different on my channel today. I just want to try adding this new segment to my channel, and if you guys don't like it, let me know down below in the comments, because obviously I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say, so let me know. But guys, I am going to be giving you my player ratings from the Chelsea vs Arsenal game yesterday, where we obviously won 3-2. I'm actually just going to be reviewing the Chelsea players, in all honesty. I'm not going to do the Arsenal players. Enough said there. So let's get into the video. Now guys, let's start with Kepa. So I would rate Kepa a 6 out of 10 for yesterday's performance. Now I didn't feel that he played as good as he did against Huddersfield away last weekend. Now that was obviously to be expected. Arsenal are a bigger team. It was his first home game at Stamford Bridge. So that was definitely to be expected yesterday. And let's face it, he hasn't been in the team that long. It takes a player time to settle down, so he did pretty well. But nevertheless, I'm not going to necessarily blame him for the second goal that went in, but I feel like he made a bit of a mistake for the first goal. Obviously letting Mkhitaryan's goal go in yesterday. I think he could have done more to stop that goal, in all honesty. But I'm not going to blame him, you know. It was a little bit of a, I'm not going to swear, but a bit of a mess up by the defence yesterday as well. It wasn't just Kepa's fault. Let's be real, you've got to, what's in front of you has got to help you, especially with the defence. So yeah, I'd give him a 6 out of 10. Now guys, I'm now going to rate Azpilicueta. I'm going to find it really hard to actually rate this player, but it's just constructive criticism. It's just honestly what I feel, and obviously there's always room for improvement for players this early on in the season. I mean, we're only in our second game, let's be real. So Azpilicueta I would rate 6 yesterday. Now the reason I'm giving Azpilicueta a 6 was because I felt like the Arsenal players were really exposing our wings yesterday. Now I feel like that's just maybe our new formation. I think that's the reason for that. I don't think the back four are so used to it yet. And I think it's maybe the wingers that are being more affected. Because, for example, Azpilicueta, should I say Dave, has like Moses and Zappacosta by him last season. He was very, very used to that. He played first team football all the time last season. And he could always rely on another player being on the other side of him. But now that he's that player on the wing, I think it's taken him time to adjust to that and get used to it. And I feel that's why Arsenal definitely exposed the wings yesterday and really got in there in a worrying manner, because if you're watching on telly, you can easily see these mistakes, and it's hard to watch because I know how good Azpilicueta is. It's our captain, is amazing. But as I said, I think it's just the new formation and he's trying to get used to being in that back four. And in all honesty, I feel like Alonso's the same, and I feel that's because they're on the wings. Maybe David LUIZ isn't struggling as much because he's just being thrown back into it in the middle of the back four. So yeah, I did think it was quite noticeable, but let's be real, a back four is very different to last season's style under KANTE. Now guys, I would give David LUIZ a 6 for yesterday. Now all in all, I don't think the defence was brilliant yesterday, but I did think that David LUIZ had confidence and he did take chances. He held the attitude of the defence. I feel like he's got a good morality in the defence as well. And one thing that you notice with David LUIZ, he isn't as scared of the opponent. He will stand his ground. And I like that about him. I think that's maybe what Sarri likes about him as well. I'm going to be honest, when I've been doing my previews of recent, I have been putting in my predicted team lineup Christiansen to start. But David LUIZ proved his place definitely yesterday. But as I said, I wouldn't rate the defence highly yesterday, because I think that there was a lot of room for improvement and a lot of mistakes. And even Sarri said himself that the defence made a few mistakes yesterday. So yeah, there's definitely room for improvement, time to work. But let's see how we go. But I would give David LUIZ a number 6 out of 10. Now guys, I would give Rudiger a number 5 out of 10 for yesterday. Now I don't want to single Rudiger out too much from yesterday. As I said, I didn't think the defence was brilliant all in all. But I did think he was quite poor yesterday. And I did hardly notice that he was on the pitch at points. And I kind of think them 2 goals going in reinforces that, doesn't it really? That the defence wasn't brilliant. But yeah, as I said, I don't want to single Rudiger out too much, but I didn't think he had a good performance yesterday. And I was shocked because usually he always steps up. And against Arsenal, I expected him to on our first home game of the season. But yeah, I'm sure he'll improve, but it was just, I just think he didn't have a very good game yesterday. So I'd give him a 5 out of 10. Now guys, our last defender I'm going to obviously move on to is ALONSO. Now, I would give him an 8 for yesterday. I thought he played so well. He obviously scored the winner for us. I loved his confidence in scoring the winner for us and his full attitude yesterday. And obviously, if it wasn't for him, the result would have been 2-0, which would have been so upsetting to have just got 1 point after the game, especially of how well we played. So yeah, I'll give him an 8. I also really liked his link-up play with Pedro yesterday. He did actually pick him out quite a lot, and they linked up very well, them two. So yeah, let's hope to see more of that this season. It'll be interesting to see if Pedro actually gets first team football this season, but them linking up together yesterday was just amazing. So I'd give ALONSO an 8. Now guys, I would give JORGINHO an 8 as well. Now guys, his performance yesterday was so good. He really shined for me. He really helped make the midfield strong. And I feel like you can rely on him, and you just couldn't do that with Bakayoko last season especially. And I feel him and Kante work really well together. I think they support each other. So yeah, I would give JORGINHO an 8. His performance was exceptional. I couldn't fault it. And what a first game at home for him. Well, it's not his first game at home, but should I say first proper Premier League home game, because obviously pre-season isn't like, you know, Premier League. So yeah, I'd give him an 8. Now guys, I would give Ross Barkley a 7 out of 10 for yesterday's performance. Now, he did nearly score, but unfortunately, Petr stopped it. I felt like he was very lively in the game as well, and very aware what was going on around him during every single minute, really. It was great to see Sarri have belief in and faith in him again. And he continually is, isn't he? He's playing him a lot. And let's see what he can do this season. Obviously, he did get brought off in the second half and Kovacic came on. But yeah, it's great to see him in the starting 11. That shows that Sarri has a lot of faith in him to be playing him that often. So yeah, good performance from Barkley yesterday, and I would give him a 7 out of 10. Now guys, I would give N'Golo Kante an 8 out of 10 for yesterday's performance. He was everywhere, wasn't he? Kante here, Kante there, Kante everywhere, as per usual. What a player he is. He's absolutely sensational. I love him to pieces. Him linked up with JORGINHO is an absolute dream. And as I said earlier on in the video, JORGINHO was great yesterday, and him and Kante linked up. They just have a good support network between both of them. I do feel like Kante is working a lot better with JORGINHO than Kante worked with Bakayoko last season. I feel like JORGINHO is providing Kante with more support than Bakayoko ever did. And I know that there was a aye, Timmy Bakayoko, aye, together with N'Golo chant. And I do love that chant. I know that was obviously sung a lot last season, but I do feel like JORGINHO is 10 times better than Bakayoko was, and him alongside Kante is great. And as I said, I feel like really bad saying it, because it's like, it makes it as if I'm like really slating Bakayoko, but I'm just being honest. I feel like Kante is a top star player, one of the best in the world, as we know, potential Blue d'Or winner one day, and I feel like he needs a good player next to him, a good, reliable player, and him and JORGINHO linked up are a perfect duo and a dream. Now guys, I would give Willian a number 7 for yesterday. He had Arsenal players marking him so much. When I was watching it live yesterday on BT, I could just see the amount of Arsenal players that were watching him constantly and how he was being marked, which shows how good of a player he actually is. For other players from the opposing team to do that says enough in itself, really, doesn't it? Yeah, I think he's a really good player. He had a good performance. I'd give him a 7, and I do think he should get regular first team football. Let's just see how it goes though. I'm not going to speak too soon, but I'll give him a 7 out of 10 for yesterday. Now guys, I would give Pedro an 8 for yesterday. Obviously, he scored the first goal of the game, and that kind of breeded confidence into the team. And the minute he got the goal on the 9th minute of the game, the team felt like, maybe had the attitude like, yeah, we can do this. It just always takes that first player to step up and get the first goal, and then you're on a roll, aren't you, really? He hit the ground running, he caused trouble for the Arsenal defenders noticeably, and I have no complaints. I think he had a really good performance. So yeah, what is there more to say? I'd give him an 8 out of 10 for yesterday's performance. Now guys, finally, I would rate Morata 8 out of 10 yesterday. Obviously, he scored a goal. I have a lot of belief and faith in him. Hopefully there's many more goals to come from him this season. We need our striker to be scoring goals. A lot of people have been getting on his back, especially after the Community Shield game. So yeah, he proved everyone wrong yesterday, and I was so buzzing to see him get on the score sheet. So I'd give him an 8 out of 10. So there you have it guys, there is my player ratings. I'm so excited about this video. It's obviously my first for this season. Let's see how it goes, see if you guys like it. Make sure to let me know down below guys. Don't forget to hit that big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe down below if you're new to my channel. Thank you all so much for your continued support, and up the tails. Thanks.